Christine from Yoga Berry. I'm a yoga teacher specializing in yoga for scoliosis, and I run a lovely supportive Facebook group called Yoga for Scoliosis Community, which you're very welcome to join if you or one of your loved ones have scoliosis. And today's practice is going to be about right thoracic curves. Obviously, if you have a left thoracic curve, so you can just reverse the instructions and they will be relevant to you. But I've just had a lot of questions about this topic of breathing. So a lot of people who have quite a severe thoracic curve, so a curve in the upper spine, find it sometimes difficult to breathe, which is no surprise at all, obviously, because the curve, the spinal curve will have an effect on the lungs as well and the shape of the lungs. So they might not be able to open as much as they would like to on one side, if you just imagine kind of in your head what it might look like. So if we imagine right thoracic curve, this will be your hump side. So this will be the side where the rib cage is protruding, where the shoulder blades might be coming out on that side, on the right side. And then the left side, if you imagine, it's just a little bit squashed. So it's just kind of, everything is a little bit contracted and together. So right side will be where the ribs are flaring out, and the left side will be where the rib cage or the ribs are closer together. So if you get this in your head, this mental picture, this is what we're working on today. And where we're going to start is on the right side. So I've got a yoga bolster. I always say this: if you invest in one thing for yoga, don't even bother about a yoga mat. Take a bolster, because they are so useful and you can do so many things with them. If you don't have a bolster, you can roll up a couple of bath towels. Just make sure that it's really firm and really supportive. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to lie on my right side. And we want to position the bolster kind of onto the peak of the curve. So it would be around here, and then I have my arm here on the ground. So if this is too high for you, straight away, again, it depends on how severe your curve is. This might be extremely uncomfortable to begin with, especially if you're starting out. Then you can always use just the one bath towel to make it a little bit easier. And then I like to use something underneath my head. So I should probably have another pillow. I'm going to use another blanket because that was a little bit low for me. And then rest my arm on the ground, and then rest on the side of the bolster. And then your arm can be, the left arm can just be positioned on the bolster. But really better would be if you take it up over the head. So imagine this is where you want to create space. If this is comfortable for you, and this might be a really, really lovely stretch for you, close your eyes. And then just start to observe your breath. So just noticing the space that you're just creating for yourself. And it takes a few breaths to kind of get used to lying in this way. But then see if you can relax a little bit more into the shape. So really you can stay here for as long as you'd like, and the longer the better really. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it quite short. So just take a few more deep breaths, just really imagining open here, creating lots and lots of space around the ribs. I promise you're going to feel a big, big difference. So 2 more long breaths, and that one I want you to do is slightly roll forward. So you're going to roll a little bit forward, so as if you're creating a little bit more space here at the back of the rib cage. Again, a couple of breaths, and you can do this movement kind of rolling back and forth, and depending on where your tension is, you might come across some areas that really love to stretch out a little bit more. Good. And then just slowly bringing yourself up. So again, I would suggest you do this a little bit longer than I just did. But I'm going to show you what to do on the other side. So we will do this on the other side. And you might think you're just going to make your curve worse if you're kind of bending over the bolster. This is why we're not spending that much time on this side. But on the other hand, the muscles here on this other side are still tight, so they still need to be loosened up. So I am going to lie down on this side. But then on this side, I'm taking the arms, actually I'm going to leave the arm down, because again, I don't want to spread this part too much. I don't want to spread it more than it's already spread. And then from there, I'm just going to roll back as if my chest kind of looks up towards the ceiling. So the shoulder blade is moving in. So just imagine what's happening here. So this is counteracting that protruded shoulder. And then breathing into the front of the chest. So another few breaths. Again, you can stay a little bit longer if you feel that this side needs a bit more space. And then I'm going to come back to center and I'm going to do the first side again. So right side again. Peak of the curve. Bring the hand down, support underneath the head, taking the arm up over the head. So really one of my favorite poses to do. I'm going to turn forward slightly, so breathing into the back of the shoulder. Good. And you can tell I'm enjoying this quite a lot, but I'm slowly going to come up now and just bring the bolster to the side. Very important just to come to a neutral position after you've done anything like this. So just lie on your back. Notice what it feels like. Just noticing the space in the body. And hopefully feeling a little bit more free, a little bit more space around the lungs. Good. So slowly bringing yourself up when you're ready. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you find it useful. Do try it at home. I'm sure you're going to like it. Let me know if there's any questions. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be fantastic. And I'll see you for the next video very soon.